Yeah, good evening, viewers. There are some things that I want us to talk about this evening. First of all, Tinubu has, bring up a policy that will make health professionals from Nigeria instructions to stay in Nigeria. Why he himself and his children never go to any hospital in Nigeria, they go to abroad. Anything they want to do is abroad, but they want to retain health workers in Nigeria here. That is by the way. Secondly, I understood that Tinubu summoned some past failed presidents like Buhari, Jonathan, Obasanjo, and Obasanjo shunned him. Obasanjo did not attend, but other failed presidents attended. Now, you see, when people are talking about Buhari caused this thing that Tinubu is doing, Buhari is this, or people say, oh, Tinubu is not trying. You see, these politicians, they are like a cult group. So today, they passed a vote of confidence on Tinubu, that Tinubu is trying. Nigerians, it is time for you people to plan how to stop Tinubu. Tinubu must be stopped in a civil way, in a democratic way. It is possible. It can be stopped. Because if Tinubu is not stopped, if Nigeria did not arise to speak one voice to stop these people, before our very own eyes, 2027 will come. He will win squarely. Now look at what is going on in Edo State. Tinubu told you people that he's going to give Edo State to APC. Tinubu has changed Commissioner of Police in Edo State. They brought someone maybe that will conduct the election. You know, police play a more important role in election now. Now they have brought someone, changed the Commissioner of Police who was loyal to the governor. They now bring another person who will be loyal to Abuja. The game is set. Edo is going to lose PDP to APC. That is not the wish of the people. That is not the wish of the Edo people. But it is going to happen. There is no two ways about it. When you read the signature, the handwriting on the wall, you will understand everything. PDP made a mistake by not settling their internal disputes that led Philip Shaibu to exit the party. Now, they went to court through the help of Abuja. They reinstated him. And the man has crowd with his help, Oshomonle, all of them with the federal power. They are beckoning on federal power. They are going to take Edo State back to APC. That is not the wish of people, but unfortunately, I'm sorry, it is going to happen. We are in Nigeria. We have studied everything that happened in Nigeria. This is what is about to happen in Edo State. Mark this word, and it's going to happen. Not because Edo people want it, but because the powers that are being wanted, because they are fighting for power against 2027. The only place that people are choking them, scissors on the neck is Rivers. But they still want Rivers back to APC before 2027. Why they are fighting everything possible to hold onto Kanu. When they have these three states, forget about it. They are, with the help of other states, they are going to win easily in 2027. So there are a lot of tension and pressure in Nigeria because of people who want to secede out of Nigeria. Now, the Federal House of Representatives today, they now enact a law. Not enact a law, however, because they have not enacted it. They have not passed it into law. It is still a bill. So they brought a bill in the House of Representatives that if you are a member of IPOB or you are agitating to leave Nigeria, that they will jail you 25 years. That bill is a joke and it is not going to happen. We are in a form of democracy that is worse than military regime right now in Nigeria. If people don't know what is going on in Nigeria, open your eyes. According to Sibanu, say, photo, open your eyes. Oh, there is danger ahead. Even they want to take out your right to agitate. When you talk about agitation, they will arrest you, jail you. No wonder the person who called from Imo State was telling me that if they see you, police can just see you, an innocent man, profile you as IPOB member, and you have lost forever. This is the kind of thing that is going on in Nigeria. If we do not stop all these politicians in our own way, in a civil way, in a democratic way, I don't think there is anything that will stop these people from destroying this nation and destroying her people. But the time is now. There must be a revolutionary, crisis in Nigeria that is going to destroy. How can you tell me that these people pass vote of confidence on Tinubu? Vote of confidence on Tinubu. You know what that means? It meaning that Tinubu is trying. All the whole crisis that have been going on in Nigeria, his policies that have failed, the embezzlement and so on and so forth, they are telling him he is trying because all these people are still criminals. They embezzle money during the administration, so they want to cover their colleagues, their criminal counterparts. Something is really going on in Nigeria, but I do not blame them much. The responsibility to change this nation lies in our hands, but a lot of people is going to sacrifice for it. but we are ready.
We'll elect our governors. We'll have our ministers. That will happen, but they are not bothered. After we have elected them, you'll then see them sending their arrows ahead. You'll see Bill Gates come and meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians. They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. They will never tell that to the Koreans. But in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation. So today, as I look at Africa in that new scramble, the Chinese are here. I hope that this institution was not built by the Chinese. The Turks are here. The British are here. The French are here. The Qataris are here. The Americans are here. This time round, they are so subtle that we don't even recognize them, but they control us. What are we going to do about it in order to develop? We must do something. And if we don't do that thing else, you who have been trained in this institution, you have traveled the world. You have traveled Nigeria. There are two things that you can do with your traveling. You can marvel. Says it is great in China. You can marvel. You can wonder or feel pain. I'm urging you to feel pain. To feel pain for the continent of Africa, and in your own way, when you go out there, go and do something about it, because it has also been demonstrated that it can be done. I've traveled across this continent and I've seen that development is possible. And I'm saying this, part of my agenda is to prick your conscience with live examples, that you may go out there irritated, but irritated to do the right thing. And I'm suggesting that indeed, when we talk about development, this is what we must do. But is Africa conscious of her state? Yes, Africa is conscious. This is what makes me happy. That after all these analysis, it appears to me that Africans have now recognized that going forward, we can only defeat the conspiracies, we can only have development as we are talking about it by working as a team. Africa must begin to think even as we think of Africa Agenda 2063, because energy is the game changer. Without energy, all these generators you see everywhere in Nigeria must disappear for industrialization to come. And in many African countries, including my own country, Kenya, which generates, I think we have about slightly under 3,000 megawatts. You can't